Be in the know with unlimited access to IBJ and Inside Indiana Business. Our in-depth coverage of all things business means you'll always be completely in the know. Subscribe for just $1 a week. Get started now at ibj.com/trial offer.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025. I'm Gary Dick. Since 2021, 8 life sciences companies have invested more than $1.2 billion to start or grow operations in Fishers. Incog Biopharma Services is the latest to invest in the fast-growing Hamilton County city, committing to a $200 million expansion. Incog currently has 400 employees and expects employment to grow to 1,000 in 5 years, says Mayor Scott Fadness.
I think we can have $1 billion worth of investment in our city and around life sciences, and I think we can grow great jobs here, and we've been focused on that really for the last 4 or 5 years. And the job growth, the investment, the future opportunities, I think sets Fishers on a tremendous trajectory moving forward by focusing on the life science industry.
MagIron LLC, a supplier of low-carbon iron units headquartered in Minnesota, says it has inked an agreement to acquire an iron ore pelletizing plant near the White County town of Reynolds. The company declined to disclose financial terms of the deal, but expects to add about 160 jobs upon restarting operations. In southeast Indiana, the River Ridge Commerce Center has hit 20 million square feet of developed building space. The former Indiana Army ammunition plant in Jeffersonville is now a mix that includes an $800 million Meta data center and a cheesecake factory manufacturing operation. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick, coming to you this week from Northwest Indiana, Jeffersonville, Muncie, South Bend, in downtown Evansville, Terre Haute, Fort Wayne, Richmond, from one of the state's key entrepreneurial and innovation hubs, 16 Tech. Inside Indiana Business, Indiana's business news leader. A former executive at an Indianapolis nonprofit has been sentenced to federal prison after pleading guilty to wire fraud.
According to court documents, Teresa Swast of Fishers systematically embezzled more than $2 million from a nonprofit insurance statistical agency based in Indianapolis, listed as Company A in court records, over the course of 17 years. From 2008 to 2022, she served as the company's CEO, granting her access to its banking and accounting systems. Authorities said Swast diverted company funds to pay personal expenses such as credit card bills, golf equipment, wine, and luxury travel, including an 11-day stay at the Four Seasons in Hawaii. Court records show she carried out the scheme through 13 fraudulent wire transfers to herself, averaging more than $33,000 per transaction and reaching as high as $66,000 in a single transfer. She also wrote 219 checks to herself. As part of her responsibilities, Swast oversaw the company's annual audits conducted by a certified public accounting firm. In 2008, authorities said, she began falsifying audit reports using the firm's letterhead and forging a CPA's signature. She then presented the fabricated financial statements to the board of directors to conceal her theft. Swast was sentenced to a prison term of 2 years and 9 months, followed by 2 years of supervised release. She has also been ordered to pay nearly $2.2 million in restitution and a $5,000 fine. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The University of Notre Dame has been awarded a nearly $51 million grant from Lilly Endowment to support the development of an ethical framework in the uses of artificial intelligence. It's the largest private foundation grant the university has ever received. Notre Dame says the grant will fund the further development of a shared faith-based framework that can be drawn upon to discern appropriate uses of AI. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
Off the Record with Indiana's 250 most influential business and community leaders is a podcast that peels back the curtain on Indiana's most respected leaders, one episode at a time. Go beyond the headlines and hear the stories of grit and innovation that shape these leaders. Do you want to know who's driving our state forward? This is a must listen. Subscribe and listen wherever you get your podcasts or at ibjpodcast.com.
Want to give your team a real edge? The IBJ Group Plan delivers unlimited access to every story, every report, every video from IBJ and Inside Indiana Business for your whole team. Cover some or all of your employees with one simple payment. The more you add, the more you save. It's smart, it's flexible, and it saves you up to 30% off the standard rate. Already have IBJ subscribers in your office? Group up and save big. Learn more and get started now at ibj.com/group-plan.